This is Ballade by Bergmüller, Ballade in D minor. At the end of this video, I'll talk a little bit about the technique used to play it. Okay, so this song opens up with a D minor chord. The fingering in my book says 1, 3, 5, but I find that fingering forces the hand to lean into the fifth finger a little bit. And it's easier to get these repeated chords with 1, 2, 4. So I recommend 1, 2, 4 to start. So we have this staccato in the right hand, which has a little bit of wrist action, but also some arm weight. So my arm is going to rotate just a little bit so that the wrist isn't stoic and frozen like this, but rather a little fluid. That's a little faster than I took it. Now, to try to get these notes together, you can practice playing one and then the other two, like you're plucking them, and try to get them as together as possible. And play the next note and play the remaining notes, trying to get them as together. And the final note, making sure after every pluck that you release the wrist, that it's still loose. So, again, you can see my wrist rotating. Now, the other element in this is the left hand. Okay, so I'm putting weight, a little bit more weight as those 16th notes go along. 1 and 2 and down, 1 and 2 and down. And then really plucking those staccato notes. So you don't really want to do only fingers here, although you could. There's a crescendo there, so you want to get that arm weight into it. 1 and 2 and down, 1 and 2 and down. Now, I have a tendency to rush those last two 16th notes, and that makes it hard when you put these hands together. So I find if you force yourself to play them not together, then when you put them together, it's easier. So for example, I'm going to play the left hand note and then the right hand chord. So the left and the right are not sounding together. I have to work really hard to make them not be together. Now I'll play the right hand chord and then the left hand note. Again, I had to work really hard to do that. Now I'm going to try it slowly together with a strong, weak feeling in the left hand. 1 and 2, 3, and 1, 2. Then a little faster. 1 and a little faster. Oop, that didn't happen together. So that last set of 16th notes wasn't together. So I'm going to try landing on that. And I'll do it faster and land on it again. Aha! They weren't quite together. So I'm going to work harder at that and count out loud. 1 and 2 and D and 1 and 2 and T. I say 1 and 2 and T and. Let's try it again. 1 and 2 and T and 1, 2 and T. That was better. So let me try going all the way to the next measure. 1 and 2 and T and 1, 2 and T and good. And I'm catching myself wanting to rush, so counting out loud is helping me out there. All right, the other elements in this is we've got this staccato arpeggio. So again, plucking on those, dropping with your wrist on these marcato chords with a little circle. Then we have this together. Okay, so you want to feel that energy really coming out the tips of your fingers. And you can use more fingers as the diminuendo takes place. Now let's say they're not sounding together. Okay, so my fingers weren't together. I'm going to purposely do them apart. And practice the diminuendo. I led with the left hand, now I'm going to lead with the right hand. So I'm playing the right, then left. Good, now I'm going to try them together. And a little faster. 1 and 2 and 2. 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 Good, and as I got softer, I need to put more energy into those fingers to keep it together. Well, 1 and 2 and 2, 1 and 2 and 2, 1 and 2 and 2, 1 and 2 and 2. So there you have it, some of Bergmüller's Ballade. I hope you enjoy.